And I realize I'm fur on fur on top of enormous shirtless bear. I knew it. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Sick Bear. I'm so sorry I've been gone for a while. I just want to say happy Jocktober to all of you guys. I see a lot of y'all have been excited about it. I'm very glad to see that. We're jumping into a new story. It's called Heat Source, and I have no idea what it's about. But I want to watch it with you guys, or do it with you guys. Sorry. Okay, so far I do have to edit a little bit out. Make sure you guys are wearing your headphones apparently. Also a few lines in the other languages, but don't worry. But worry not. Those are not necessarily important. Use the tap your select button to jump to any part of the story you want. Obligation means the artwork means for adults, expected gay size differences, drama, and bit suspense and stuff. Okay. Let's go to the main menu. All right, so far pretty sick. Click here to support the VN. Let's go and start it off, guys. Man, I definitely missed recording for sure. The Cold Inferno. Pleasant rain. Is there anything in the in the darkness, alone in the forest, and in this damn freezing storm? Is this really the way I could be gone? With this cold slowly sucking the life out of me? Sorry. I lost the ability to move a while ago. I'm not even sure at what point I stopped trembling. Soon, there may be no difference between touching me or the cold mud. Little by little, the feeling of being here and now fades away. And I start remembering the silly way that I got here. Epic. So, it's gonna be like, what, 2 weeks earlier or something? Sure. All right, cool. Okay. See a road. Sure. Anything else? Okay. What? You want to get off here in the middle of nowhere? Yes, sir. You know that place you're heading to is several hours walk from here, right? No other buses will pass until tomorrow. What if you get lost? Ha! Come on. The map says there's a trail here that leads straight to the hotel. Look, there's even a big sign there marking the start of the trail. Who could get lost? The Blair Witch Project. Well, what a stubborn dwarf. Don't see I didn't warn you, boy. Okay. Ah, that mountain area. That is fucking beautiful, dude. God, I miss Colorado so much. Getting off a few stations before my stop will let me take care of a look of this beautiful place and maybe calm me a little. I'm very excited for this job at the hotel in the mountains. I double checked the message from my new bosses today, 4:01 p.m. You just need to get off the station called Northern Forest Hotel. There, my brother will grant you access to the employee dorms and will show you the hotel. Just be ready for Monday. Today's Monday. It's sick. I'm ready. I guess 3 days before my job for the Sharks will be like a brief vacation. This new boss seems to be a cool guy. I can't wait to clean and arrange a new dorm that will be assigned to me. I'll be sure to tidy up for the other belongings that my friend Kea is sending to me. This light luggage will surely do until then. I like how he sticks his tongue out, right? At some point down the trail, I can't help but take some pictures of the charming scenes. It's magical for me to be in a forest for the first time. It seems like I'm dreaming in a fairy tale. It's very windy and way much colder than my hometown, but nothing that my clothes can't handle. Anyway, this is going to be 1,000 times better than my parents' place. I guess this is really the start of the independent life I desperately want. I take a moment to inhale deeply. Guys, that sounds nice actually. I don't have the best sense of smell, but there's a special scent that has been increasing while getting deeper in the trail. I approach to the nearest pine, and I find that this is the actual scent from the pine trees. The aroma is strong when I get near that sticky liquid on their wood. I love it. At some point, walking through the trail, I see something that surprises me. Oh, beautiful pine cone. I walk over to that thing on the ground and pick it up. It's the very first time I've ever seen one of these for real. I handle it as I found a diamond turning around slowly, while I admire all its weird symmetry. I even try to sniff it. Okay, though I don't recognize any particular scent. Even states away from my hometown, I can never see where these came from. I don't even know their name. It's a pine cone, my dude. A part of me generally thought these things were just fake decorations for those end of the year holidays. That's true. They do put a lot of those decorations. For a moment, I considered keeping it in my bed, but thoughts start flooding my mind. This can seem really dumb to others. It's okay, dude. And I feel even dumber when I start identifying lots of them scattered ahead on the trail. I'm about to gently return to the ground, but then I think that this is a very special for me because it's the first one. It's the first one he saw. Thingy represents the beginning of my new life. Okay? I rub the dirt off of it, make a safe space for it in my bag, and keep walking. Oh, it's not too far off. Eventually I check the map again. According to this, it's about a 4-hour walk to get there. Alright, dude. Backwood bears for sure. I need to stay on this trail until I find the cabins or asphalt again. Then I just need to get to the hotel lobby, and that's it. At some point I noticed some clouds have been gathering, turning the sky to light gray. I don't give them too much thought. I guess fog is coming on mountains because of the height and stuff. Besides, it seems like 2 hours have passed after entering the trail, so even if the weather gets bad, I will be at the hotel soon. I don't think we're ever gonna make it to the hotel, guys. A good half hour passes by, and suddenly I notice those clouds growing darker. Ooh. I can't help pulling out the annoyed gestures as I start feeling very cold. Dart-like strikes, even now and then, especially on my nose. These new sounds are slowly adding to the wind, becoming more evident every minute. I try not to worry. I'm sure I've covered at least half of the trail some time ago. But my optimism declines more and more every time I turn up to the sky. So this is the 6 hours before part, where the thunder start piercing the dark clouds a short distance away. I actually begin to quicken my pace. It's obvious a heavy storm is going to be here in no time. At some point, I find a sign that tells me how far I have left to go. 15 miles of the Northern Forest Hotel. Fuck! Seriously? This could be real. I've been walking all afternoon. I really thought I would be closer by now. The strong wind slowly tells it won't show any mercy if I get soaked. Worry invades me. I thought I was going for a nice walk into the forest, but instead, I suck myself into a bad situation. I turn on my cell phone to double check the distance ahead, but the map isn't loading. Damn it. I should download the map. I'm getting desperate and try to make a call, but then I see a single icon. Of course, no device is going to get a signal in the middle of this damn storm. I consider my situation seriously. That bus was the last one of the afternoon, so there's no point trying to get back. Anxiety slowly starts making me feel everything more vividly. My clothes are getting completely soaked. My whole body starts shivering from the cold and gale growing stronger, only making the feeling worse. I need shelter. Fucking music, dude. I've been running for a long time. The thick drops hit me so hard that it's difficult to keep my eyes even open. The ground quickly turns into mud. I keep going as fast as I can for a while longer. At times, I stop under the big tree for some rest. This is taking much longer than I thought. I never felt so cold in my entire life. A good hour passes when I notice the sunlight fading out. Fuck. It can't be that far. I'm not really sure if my heart is beating faster because of running or the fear. This stupid storm is so loud I can't hear my own steps. This can't be the actual threat to me. I try to go faster. I'm surely getting closer to the hotel. After all, the map said it was just a walk of a few hours. I must ignore the fatigue in my legs. This day is just one of those intense workout days. I'm sure of it. I suddenly step on a patch of sludge and slip in the mud, causing me to fall on my arms. Ah! Fuck! I quickly get up and become embarrassed even if there's nobody watching me. Yeah, dude, I've been there before. I shake it off the mud between my fingers, angry with myself. Where did the stupid storm even come from? It seemed like a good day a few hours ago. We keep going, nearly slipping again, and every now and then. Until I stumble upon a log, making me roll over on the ground until I crash with a tree. This time, I need to remain for a minute on the ground before the pain eases up enough to shout. Ah! Fucking shit! If that damn bus driver had warned me better about this long ass shot, I wouldn't be stuck. You cannot blame the bus driver, my guy. Not at all. I punch the nearest tree that I can reach and start feeling the tears running down my cheeks. I'm tired of running, shivering and falling. I feel my body trembling in a weirdly aggressive way, beyond my control. I still can't see any light in the dark distance. Not even a trace of civilization. I never felt so scared and separated from everyone. I bend down, hugging myself, trying to comfort my sore knees from the last fall. My legs start feeling numb, the cold air making my lungs too sore. I can barely feel my fingers. I take a forced reset, sitting in the mud, hoping the pain will fade away. As I set my bag aside me, I sense the item I picked up earlier in one of the pockets. I feel strange need to check if it's still in one piece, so I take it out. The pine cone. It still seems intact. For a moment, I decide to hold it closer to me. Buddy, I don't want you to go through all this. I'm sorry. I'll try to get you a better place. I promise. I gently put it back in my bag and painfully start standing up. But when I look up, I know it's even darker than before. Ah! I'm running out of time. I jump off of the ground and keep running. It seems a fear of watching the light fade away gives me another boost. I try to focus on my thoughts. It can't be much longer. Come on, just a little more. This is something I laugh at looking back, I'm sure. This is no big deal. I can do this. Eventually, there's no little light. I have to use my phone's flashlight. Everything goes dark in no time. I keep running as fast as I can, even if I stumble on the mud. I try to be careful not to slip again, nor drop my cell phone in the dark. But at some point, my phone's flashlight just turns off. No, don't do this to me, come on. I actually slapped my phone before I realized that it's not going to help. I'm about to throw it away before I regain my sanity and just pack it in my bag. Suddenly, all I'm left with is a lighting to my guide, my spirit leaving my constant fear of smashing into one of these trees. I have to memorize the silhouette every time I get the chance. I keep going like this for a while, even if I can't feel most of my skin from the cold. This drips just to my sense of touch. I can't feel what I'm stepping on anymore. My vision starts getting blurry. I'm not even sure if I'm actually still on the trail. The desperation drives me nuts. Damn, dude. Eventually, I slip on the sludge and just above the steep ditch, causing me to roll over and faceplant into some distance ahead. My body can't stand this. The pain makes me dizzy. The pain in my lungs is more intense than ever. My mind starts to fade. I try to crawl through the deep, cold darkness until I just drop my bag and collapse on the mud. So here I am, 6 hours later. With my little remaining energy, I focus on my thoughts. What if there's no not coincidence? What if I cause this? Yeah, you left the bus. Maybe after that shit that happened back home. Oh no. What did I do? I wasn't sure I would ever make it anywhere. Or maybe if I ever wanted to make it at all. Maybe all this senseless walking through some unknown woods was what I deeply wanted. What I felt I deserved. Getting lost under there was no trace of all this shame, preventing them from finding this unworthy being again. What the hell did I do? But did I really want to get this far? This walk wasn't supposed to end up like this. It's all my fault. Why was I so... Never mind. I'll probably not make it out of here anyway. As I feel the time passing by, I give in to this horrible fate, and finally, I lose my consciousness. The storm goes away, and the cold slowly begins to fade. Huh? What the fuck is this? It feels as if the sunset sky embraced my whole body, and the most tender ray of the sun kissed me on the forehead. Is this how it feels, leaving this world? I guess it's not that bad. Maybe the next time I wake up, it could be in a place where the cold doesn't even exist. Only delightful, cozy, and warm. Fuck. Okay, Lamar art style. Paradise. I'm not fully awake when I notice I'm laying facing down. There's someone saved me. They built a fire. As I start noticing that some muscles are numb, a beautiful scent comes to me from whatever I'm lying on. I bury my nose on a soft surface. I allow myself to inhale deeply several times. Oof. It's gonna be one of the best scents ever. I'm just thinking. Yes, I feel it's gonna be a belly for sure. Though there's another scent in the air I don't recognize. It's kind of charred, but really nice, actually. I hear soft crackling sounds coming from nearby. And somehow I hear a storm, but I can't feel it. Where am I? Is it a bear's cave? Still with my eyes shut, I slowly move some warm things. What? That were on top of me. Most likely some thick coverlets. I feel them falling to the side, but somehow they barely made any noise. I open my eyes and see blurry shapes, bathed in soft orange tones. Oh, okay. I was looking for some more adult. On my side, there's a little table with stuff I can't distinguish very well. A little further, I recognize the only source of light is a fireplace. What is this place? I roll my eyes and try leaning on my arms to get a better look. It seems like nearby the fire there are my clothes hanging. I got stripped down, dude. I move my hip a little and indeed, I feel that I'm naked. Though, there's something large covering my lower body, and this thing I'm lying on is slowly going up and down. I raise my torso, although the stiffness of my muscles make it a bit difficult. As I look down, I see my front paws are landed on a very cushioned structure. Wait, they seem to be someone's pecs. Then I look up, I see his face, and I realize I'm fur on fur on top of enormous shirtless bear. I knew it. I start feeling tickles down in my God damn it. Which makes me think I'm definitely not dead. I found myself wondering, will he be naked too? As I take a look backwards, I see that the fabric that covering me also covers him down to his knees. It seems to be a coat. I get curious and slowly lift it, and of course, he's wearing pants. Damn it. This reclining couch is close to the fireplace, but still, I feel some cold on my shoulders and think everyone here should have way more clothes for this kind of weather. You can't just do that. With a little light available, I try to look around. By the entrance, there's just a big dark raincoat. But besides of that, wherever we are, it really doesn't have much stuff. In fact, it seems that there is enough space for furniture, but the place has been mostly empty. My gaze stops on the little table next to us, and this time, something that I hadn't noticed before catches my attention. The table has lots of scribbles, apparently made with a piece of charcoal. It seems to be a graph. By the left of the y-axis says C, and vertically numbers from 33 to 38. And on the x-axis, more numbers, 22, 23, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In between, there are connected dots forming an upward curve. Was this my temperature these past hours? Below the graph, there are 4 more lines with lots of data. Each one starts with letters and symbols. BP. HR. Yeah. If I woke up like that, dude, you're giving need some HR. Okay. R. All of them are followed by many increasing numbers. The look I'm giving him. Whoever this bear is, he's got me out of that freezing storm and took care of me all night until I got better. I noticed his baggy eyes. Most likely, thing is he was awake this whole time. That must have made him very tired. As I take this whole situation, I rest my head on his chest. I start gently caressing his massive pecs and allow myself to just get moved by the sight. Such a mighty type male. At first, he could seem a bit scary, but to me, he looks charming, just sleeping deeply. You think I get in trouble if I use this as a thumbnail? I mean, I feel like I would for sure. He is very, very handsome, and his beard only makes it better. Damn. As if I haven't fantasized for 21 years about meeting a bear guy. Having quite a big one this close is magical. Without thinking, I bury my face again in his furry chest, to deeply inhale his scent over and over. After letting out some big sighs, I settle again my head on my arm, and keep gently rubbing his massive pec for a while. As time goes by, eventually I notice he's short of shaking every so often. Shortly I notice a pattern of genuine shivering. Of course, he must be feeling cold too. I think I should let him be covered with this coat, so I decided to go get my clothes. Maybe they could be dry already, I think. So, I slowly try to step on the armrest, trying not to discomfort him. But by the time I finish covering him, he slowly wakes up. He starts moving his... That's a weird way to wake up, dude. His arms groping along his belly, like one would look for his phone. Then, he frowns, worried. His dazed and tired eyes barely focus. He looks at my naked crush for a second. It looks me in the eyes. He stares at me for a moment, and I feel weird posing like I was trying to keep something from falling and getting broken. He seems pissed off, but he offers me his coat. Oh, no, it's okay. You just look like you're feeling cold, and... What are you doing? Quick, put this on, bro. You're gonna get cold again. Even with that deep voice, he sounds gently worried. Just let me check out if my clothes are dry by now, okay? That way you can cover better too. I climbed down the armrest and approached to my clothes. I think they could be still. Fuck. They're still wet. Yeah. Things may take my time to dry when outside. A thundering fridge, bro. As I shiver from the cold, I shyly ask, would you mind if I, let me go back to... Oh, sure. Sorry if you feel awkward for being naked. Hey, it's okay. I guess you did the best. You did the best? That's really sorry. Weird things going through my head, dude. I feel very lucky that you got me out of that cold storm. You're welcome. You can have my coat between us this time if you feel more comfortable. I think it was nice to share warmth together, if you're okay with that too. He makes the sweetest smile back at me and nods, then lifts up his coat, inviting me in. He lends me a paw and climb up on the couch. Then he covers all of me with his own warm coat. This is an interesting game, dude. I hug him tightly, almost immediately striking my cold face between his fuzzy pecs. Oh, you got cold again. Sorry. It's okay. I just remain shivering, but charmed by his softness of his furry torso. Better now? With my muzzle still buried in his chest, I answer. Fuck. You're so warm, dude. I stick my head out from under the coat and find his smile. Yikes. You were an icicle when I found you, bro. Please, make sure to cover yourself well, okay? Alright. I'm just a little worried about you, too. I mean, you were half naked at this time to keep me warm. Are you sure you don't want to cover yourself? Oh, don't worry about me. I'm used to this stupid weather. I guess. Besides, what could happen to me? Lose 0.5 pounds? Nah, look at you. It's nothing happened to you at all. Yes, I feel very good now. Thanks for saving me. I'm Angel. It's a clever name. Angel. That's very accurate and cute, I must say. Yep. It seems like. And what's your name, bro? No way. Oh, shit. My name is Thick. Yeah. I love when you can name yourself. Nice to meet you. Can I ask? Where are we? Oh, this is one of the cabins from Northern Forest Hotel. The closest coming from the trail where I found you. It's probably the oldest cabin of all. It still has the original arrangement, but for a reason, this was left from electricity. Maybe because it's farthest from the hotel. It was elaborated when I easily broke the door lock. I forced it. He broke in. Sorry, this place looks so bad and dusty. I'm sure we haven't put guests in here for a while now. Don't worry about it. It's still very cozy. You say that because you're on top of a big fluffy bear. I guess you have a point. But indeed, you're way better than any bed I slept on. He just smirks a little bit offended. By the way, how did you find me? Were you passing by or something? What? With this nasty storm? No way. Bus driver told me. A bus driver? Yeah. Oh, okay. Guess he's bored of me. I was all bored at the hotel's lobby, studying for my next exam, when he called last night. The old guy said that somebody got off this bus really to walk the long-ass trail that led to the hotel from behind. He said he was a young, crazy, and stubborn I didn't say that. It's okay. I guess I deserved it. Damn, I went to that old guy. You know, when I found you, you had already covered most of the trail. I see. I just had to walk a short distance from the cabin until I found you unconscious on the ground. When I was checking your vital signs, your skin felt so cold that I was very worried that you wouldn't make it. Sorry about that. But dude, why would you want to walk such a long distance through that forest? The map said it would be about 4 hours from the start of the trail to the 4 hours? Even a big ass horse would take about 6 hours at least. Yep, now I'm aware of that. So you work at the hotel? More like enslaved there all my life. What? Were you planning on visiting the hotel or something? Kinda. The hotel is closed to the public for now. What? I didn't know. Then what are you doing around here, bro? I saw a vacancy while browsing on the net, and I contacted the hotel via email. They checked out my resume, asked some questions, and they accepted me for a new job. They told me to present a digital contract when I reached the lobby. I filled it out already. Wait, digital? But we just make physical contracts in paper. Old school shit. Okay. Oh, well, I can show it to you if you want to check it out. It's on my phone, though. It already ran out of battery. I would just need to plug it in somewhere. Sadly, this cable has no light, but it's okay. I trust you. I guess we can still check it out when we get to the hotel. So for now, hey buddy, you slept like a rock while I was taking care of you, but I'm really, can we just, sure. Help cover him with his sigh. He starts getting comfortable on the couch. Then I find a perfect cuddling spot just by his neck. His big arms surrounded me, without crushing me, and I recognize the same feeling when I woke up. He almost instantly matches his head gently beside me, making a big sigh and hugging me. And I speak with a low voice. Hey Angel, thanks again for saving me. Anytime, bro. I'm glad you're feeling better now. Just don't ever walk as long as the forest trail alone, okay? Promise. Good, morning, I guess. Big Bear. I short for a second and said, good morning. As time passes by, I slowly start paying attention to the simplest earthly things. Angel's mainly sun, the warmth he kept under the coat, his slow breathing, the soft crackling fireplace, and the muffled sounds of the storm. Lured by these beautiful sounds, it doesn't take long until I get very sleepy too. And moments later, my mind starts to drift. Nice. Cool. I get some deeper sleep for what feels like several hours though in the morning. Angel feels so comfy that I could stay like this for an entire day. I guess my muscles are very tired from getting along that trail. After a long, pleasing nap, I get slowly pulled back when I hear his deep, manly voice. Thick Bear, bro, are you awake? And I'm gonna end it right there, guys. Yeah. This is pretty interesting. I will definitely check more of it out. It hasn't been that boring so far. I actually look forward to it. And hopefully you guys are too. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it yourself. Big Wolf. See you guys soon. Later. Bye.